Behind me right there is San Bartolomé. They are famous throughout South America for one thing in particular, and we're gonna go see it. But first we're gonna try and get some traditional Ecuadorian beverages on our way. San Bartolomé is located about 45 minutes southeast of Cuenca. It's the first of the 3 places that we're gonna visit today. Each is known throughout Ecuador for something unique, but they all have one thing in common. We're going to talk more about that in just a bit, but first we wanted to pay a visit to a town healer. Unlike the healers we visited in Quito and Iloilo, there will be no spitting, just a delicious, nutritious, traditional Ecuadorian beverage.
Look at the little leaves right here.
Our tour started in the tea garden with Wilson. He's a Cuenca-based tour guide and a virtual encyclopedia for Ecuadorian culture and history.
Yeah.
This tiny little leaf has all kinds of odors. While Cecilia picked about a dozen different leaves and flowers for our traditional drink, Wilson explained what each one was and its medicinal qualities.
Unconventionals, I wish you could smell this because it smells amazing. It's
Indescribable.
Yes.
I really wish we had smell-o-vision. You won't find this tea garden on a tourist map. That's one of the benefits of going with a guide like Wilson. He knows about unusual places like this, and he can get you special access to see things that most people can't. If you'd like an introduction to Wilson or any of our other tour guides, check below for a link. After Cecilia boiled the leaves and flowers, she brought us our delicious horchata tea. The pink color comes from the amaranth, which is called sangorache by the locals. It's called ataco in Quechua, which is the language of the indigenous people. If you've had horchata in Mexico or Spain, you'll notice the Ecuadorian version is a lot different. It tastes like herbal tea, and it's usually served with a squeeze of fresh lime and a little panela for sweetener. The tea and bread was $1.50 per person. It was super tranquilo there, but we had other things to see, so we couldn't stay all day.
All right, JP, that was super relaxing, but I am ready to go see what makes San Bartolomé so famous.
A short drive from the center of town is our next stop and the real reason for our visit to San Bartolomé. Mr. Romero Uyaguari is one of the most famous guitar makers in this area, which is known throughout Ecuador and South America for its handmade guitars. Musicians from as far away as Argentina have ordered guitars from the Uyaguari family. But like so many artisan trades in small towns like San Bartolomé, after 150 years, it is now endangered. The young people are moving to the city or abroad for more opportunities. Thankfully, Mr. Uyaguari's son has decided to carry on the family trade.
You see the details in the guitar right here? Looks like I was painting, but it's not. Each figure, it's, individual. You can see the little pieces right here.
Oh, okay.
Look at
I thought those were matches.
No, look at it.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Tiene mucho paciencia.
Gee.
These intricate designs might look like a decal or hand painting, but they're not. Each piece of these designs is hand cut and manually placed into a repeating pattern. So these are all different layers of wood that they've glued together,
Exactly.
and then they cut into small pieces.
Wow. Look at
You see?
JP.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Look here.
Wow.
This is nogal. Nogal is a walnuts family.
Okay.
And this is capuli,
Capuli.
the black cherries.
So can people, if they want to do a
Come on
custom
in.
guitar, they can pick the wood and all
Exactly.
that? Oh.
That's the idea.
It takes a lot of steps and a variety of different materials to make a single guitar, which is why Mr. Uyaguari only makes about 3 guitars per month. So how much do they cost?
The guitars in here, the simple ones cost around $80, and the expensive ones $450, $500.
That seems like a really good deal for a handmade guitar.
JP, now I want to learn how to play the guitar.
It's harder than it looks.
I know that. These guitars are so incredibly beautiful, and I cannot believe this inlay. Each piece is a work of art.
It took some convincing and a little begging to get the son to put down his plane and play us a few notes, but we had to know what their guitars sounded like. He played a traditional Andean folk song, which was perfect for a traditional Andean guitar. Our next stop is located about 25 minutes northeast of San Bartolomé. Chordeleg is a beautiful mountain town with lots of shops, restaurants, and a nice park. This tree behind me is called Wantuk in Quechua, and it means to sleep. And it's the tree that they use to make the scopolamine out of. And this over here, this tall cactus, is called San Pedro. It's also a hallucinogen. So in essence, the square of Chordeleg is a hallucinogenic park. But we didn't come to Chordeleg to hallucinate. We came to see what makes Chordeleg famous. What are they? Well, you have to have big ears for those.
I know.
Chordeleg is famous for its handmade filigree jewelry. And Wilson called ahead to arrange a special behind-the-scenes look at how it's made. We talk about this a lot, but we're still amazed at how long some people live here and how active they still are.
Rosemary, lemongrass. ¿Cuánto vale el...?
5 centavitos, 5 $20.
This lady was selling fresh herbs for 50 cents each or $1 for both. Our next stop is Puerta del Sol, which means Door of the Sun. Wilson said this is the best place to go for filigree jewelry because it's another generational business, and the owner still teaches the trade to young people. See anything you like?
Yes, although I'm afraid I'm going to have analysis paralysis because I like everything. And there's so many different jewelry stores in here to choose from.
Just like with the guitars, these intricate designs are all made by hand, one piece at a time. Are you excited?
I am. I can't wait to see how this is made.
His name is Flavio Cara. He's the second generation.
And also, like the guitar makers of San Bartolomé, the younger generation in Chordeleg isn't as interested in learning the family trade. But Flavio still teaches those who haven't been lured away by the excitement of city life. Through a series of processes, Flavio turns a bar of silver into a silver wire. The thickness of the wire is determined by how it will be used in the design of the filigree jewelry. He then cuts the silver wire and shapes each piece to fit perfectly into the design. In this example, he's making a magnolia flower. Depending on the size and complexity, it can take hours or even days to make just one piece of jewelry.
That was so impressive. I'm really glad we got to see how these were made. I had no idea how much work went into making one of these pieces of jewelry, which is truly a piece of art. And JP, I'm super excited to go shopping now.
All right, let's go choose your piece of art.
Okay.
Let's hope Amelia can overcome her analysis paralysis this time. On our last visit to Chordeleg, she couldn't make a decision, so we left without buying a single thing. ¿Me gusta?
I haven't seen them yet.
Un espejo?
Oh wow, yeah, these are beautiful. Are these too big?
Those are a little big for you, but I do like them.
Let me try. See if I can get this one.
Those are beautiful.
They are. But see how they have this little hook on there? My ears are not pierced like that.
They're not big enough?
No, that must be, I've never seen earrings like that before.
Huh.
Yeah.
They have a really big loop.
Yeah, that must be a different piercing style here in Ecuador.
We can just get a pencil and shove it through there.
JP, this was actually a pretty easy decision. I think these are my favorite.
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah, they're so beautiful.
Vamos a comprarlos.
Sí, por favor.
Muy bien.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Is that a mariposa?
Sí.
Oh, I like that a lot.
Wow, I like that one too. Colibri para mí, JP? You know how much I love hummingbirds. Look at these. Amazing.
Which one do you like the best, or do you like both?
I don't know, JP.
You know, sometimes you don't have to make a decision, you just get both.
Really? Who are you?
I'm the new and improved husband.
Wow, I'm impressed.
What are you going to get, Amelia?
JP said I can get more than one. Although I guess I don't really need your permission.
No, you don't.
Do I?
You don't need my permission for anything.
But I do appreciate your input and your support. But look at, I love this flower, and this is similar to what we just saw him make, I think.
Yeah, it is. It's almost exactly like it.
Wow, it's just, look at, how's it look? For my scarves?
I think it would look better on a darker scarf, but other than that, I think it's really nice.
Well, does it jazz up my my athletic jacket?
Yes, it does. Very much so. ¿Te gustan
los dos? I love them. Yes, but we don't have enough cash, so hopefully they take credit card.
They do take credit card.
Okay.
Sometimes the easiest way to make a decision is to not make a decision. The prices are based on the value of silver, so everything was weighed to determine the total cost. Amelia bought the earrings, hummingbird, and magnolia for $108.
Gracias.
Ciao!
Ciao.
Our final stop is located less than 10 minutes from Chordeleg on the way back to Cuenca. Gualaceo is actually famous for 4 things, but only one of them gets Amelia really excited. But before we show you what that is, we were feeling a little parched, so Wilson suggested we stop for something to drink, which is the first thing that Gualaceo is famous for.
Rosero was prepared, with a corn flour, local fruit, sweet spices. Part of the recipe of the drink is the hard part of the corn. They chop it up. It's a refreshing drink, It's called Rosero. Do you know the Libero, Simón Bolívar?
Yes.
He came to this town to say thanks to the locals because the locals helped him in a special battle. So the people in Gualaceo offered to the Libero the drink, and he loved that. And he asked, what is the name of this drink? They call it only colada de frutas. And he asked who prepared the drink, and the name of the lady was Rosario Rosero. So in honor to the lady, that drink is called El Rosero.
Oh, muy bien.
Salud.
All right. Salud.
Salud, mi amor. This is super sweet. It has babaco and pineapple in it, and it's made with the core of corn. They chop it up or blend it up. So it's kind of like a chewy, but it's really sweet. I could see this would be totally filling for a full meal.
Yeah.
And they often serve it with a piece of bread like this. What's this called, Wilson? Roscas? Roscas. If you can roll your R's, I'm impressed with you. I can't. Salud, Rosario Rosero. This is an amazing drink that was named after you. Amelia, it has pineapple in it. Are you afraid to drink it?
A little bit, but it's so delicious and refreshing. And I actually taste more of the, is it bobaca?
Babaco.
Bobaco.
I know, I taste that too.
Yeah, it tastes really good. It kind of reminds me of pear.
Babaco is the star fruit. Mm-hmm. It was interesting to hear the story of how Simón Bolívar named the drink Rosero, while the Ecuadorian Ronald Reagan pushed his way through to get a light. The roscas, which was a little piece of bread, and the juice was 90 cents for both of those. So it was $2.70 for all 3 of us to have a nice little snack. Our next stop was the real reason we came to Gualaceo. We didn't need Wilson for that, and I'm quite sure he was very thankful, so he stayed with the car.
Gualaceo.
While we take a short walk from Parque Central to Amelia's dreamland, there are 2 more things that make Gualaceo famous in Ecuador. The first is the Ecuagenera Orchid Farm. They grow and sell more than 100 different types of orchids, and they offer a tour of their farm. A lot of people come here straight from Cuenca just to see the orchids. Gualaceo is also famous for macanas. These are handmade scarves or wraps that you'll often see the indigenous people wearing. You can see how they're made at Casa Museo de la Macana on your way back to Cuenca. Amelia already has several of these, and we were running short on time, so we didn't stop to see the macanas or the orchids on this tour. And now for Amelia's Shangri-La.
Oh, look at those, are super cute. One of the things Gualaceo is known for are its shoes, and I would like to get some.
All
so,
right.
JP, I want to go in the store.
Okay.
Look how cute.
Hola, buenas tardes.
Oh, I love these, JP. Look at how cute they are. Although I don't know how good they would be in Cuenca. My feet might be a little chilly. These would be great for the coast. What do you think of these, JP?
I like them. Me gustan.
Yeah, these are adorable. These would be good for Cuenca.
You want to try some on?
Yes, I do. Cute and functional. Oh, these are perfect. Wow, these are really comfortable. They're a little more snazzy than my gym shoes.
¿Cuánto cuestan, Amelia?
35. Me gusta mucho.
Gualaceo is mostly known for its leather textiles, but they also make synthetic products like the shoes Amelia bought for $35. And to quote Amelia, these shoes are freaking comfortable as hell. We had one final stop to make before we took the 45-minute drive back to Cuenca. We love visiting the authentic mercados when we travel in Ecuador. They're so colorful and they're always bustling with activity. Most of the food for sale here is made with milk, cheese, butter, and or eggs. So we opted for something even more traditional that has been eaten by the indigenous people in this area for thousands of years. What'd you get, Amelia?
Choclo y habas.
That's fava beans?
Fava beans and corn. Wilson was just explaining that when you get the whole ear of the corn, it's called choclo, but when you get it already shelled or in pieces, it's called Maité Duran. I did not know that. And then the fava beans in Espanol are habas. What do you think?
Very earthy.
It is very earthy.
It's also like room temperature, so I hope it's safe to eat. We are full from our mote and our rosero.
Yep, so it's time for us to head back home, and I'm glad Molson's driving because we might want to actually take a little nap.
I think I could fall asleep right now.
We've had such a fun day.
Yeah.
We've done so many awesome things.
And learned a lot too.
Yes.
If you enjoyed this video, leave us a like, please.
Yes, please, and we will see you all in our next video.
Ciao.